What's up, y'all? It's Maya J, and we're back with episode 5 of Talks with Wallflower, and let's get into it. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Jess with the Mess and Loren. And or Loren, I be slandering everybody's name, so yeah. But anyways, we're going to be talking about them and how it was a little beef or a little squabble on The Breakfast Club. I love watching The Breakfast Club, so yeah. I just wanted to get my little 1-2 on it, and then we could just move on from that because I know that it's not dated, but I don't know if everybody watched The Breakfast Club. But Jess had went on maternity leave with her baby. Congratulations on her baby. And not with her baby, she was pregnant with her baby. And she had Loren come as a replacement, and she said that she picked her. I don't know if she picked her or if they picked Loren, but either way, she picked her and she came in and she did her stuff. Like, she popped her ass. And I'm trying not to cuss within 5 minutes of a YouTube video. So yeah, she popped her ass and she did really good. And the only take I can get from that is that Loren is a journalist, period, point blank. Wow, as opposed to Jess, she's not a journalist too much. She's not really a journalist. She is like a commentator. I'm kind of like a commentator. I'm trying to be more on the journalist side, but I can say, like, I do be commentating stuff more than I be looking stuff up. I'd rather look it up while I'm talking about it because, yeah, I just rather do it because I like to fact check myself. So anyways, and that was the thing that everybody was saying in the YouTube comments, is that Jess isn't what Lauren's like. Jess is not who Loren is. Like, Jess came in and she gives pop culture feedback and she gives like the new and what's going on, but she doesn't get the nitty gritty. Like, she doesn't go deep into what's going on. She doesn't get the background. She doesn't go talk to the source directly. She doesn't do any of that. As opposed to Loren, she came from TMZ, so she has that background. She knows how to do it. Just not so much, but it's neither here nor there. They were arguing on The Breakfast Club. You guys should go check that clip out because it really is, I could say, messy, because Charlamagne was not taking Jess seriously, and DJ Envy, he was actually acting like he cared or whatever, but who knows how much they truly cared or what really transpired, if that was really for clout. Like, we don't know. But what do you guys feel? Do you feel like Jess should just let her keep her spot, or do you feel like Loren should just have her own segment on the show, just period? Because Jess did feel like that Loren did take her spot, quote unquote. So how do you guys honestly feel about that? I just need to know. And comment below. But also, the next thing I want to talk about is Sauce Walka and Sayso P. Rip the Sayso P. Condolences to his family, and I hope Sauce Walka is doing well as well. But Sauce Walka and Sayso P got shot outside of the Westin in Memphis, Tennessee, or Memphis, Arkansas. I think it's Tennessee, because Memphis. I just found out Memphis is in Tennessee and Arkansas. I may just be slow, and I may just never looked at the map because I never honestly cared for real. But yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know Memphis was a part of Arkansas and Tennessee. I guess why, like, West Memphis is a part of Arkansas. Crazy. Didn't know that. But whatever. But Sauce Walka and Sayso P were at the Westin in downtown, and Sayso P unfortunately got gunned down. My bad, y'all. Gunned down. So what I can take from that is two things. Sayso P was on Sauce Walka page, like his story, like kind of like talking, saying how he on the side of town and nobody ain't finna do nothing, ain't untouchable, I'm gonna insert it here. And then also, okay, so somebody did point this out, how Sauce Walka just got signed to Empire. And if you guys know, a lot of these artists that have been signed to Empire have died simultaneously by getting shot or just let me see how many. I know because King Von was signed to Empire. Sauce Walka just got signed to Empire. He been signed to Empire, but King Von was signed to Empire. Young Dolph was signed to Empire, and Young Dolph got killed in Memphis as well. Let me see. Oh, and I have a laptop, but it's messed up. I downloaded Sims on it, and I pirated a lot of stuff. And ever since then, it ain't been working how it's supposed to be working. Like, let's see if the keyboard wants to work. It still doesn't. It's crazy. Keyboard don't want to work. Okay. Y'all know y'all don't care because I don't care. But how many people died signed to Empire Records? Oh, okay. So all the people that have died being under Empire Records and crazy, they all got shot. I don't know y'all, but okay. XXXTentacion got shot. Young Dolph, King Von. All of them were popping. All of them were really like, I mean, I wouldn't say King Von and Young Dolph was coming up, but like XXXTentacion, he was low-key coming up. But we're not going to say anything about that because I don't know too much about the XX ordeal that happened. But just know they were all signed to Empire, and it's just crazy that Sauce Walka just got signed or been signed, or I don't know when he got signed from his deal. Whenever I find it, I'm just gonna insert it up here. But if he just got signed, it's just crazy because I just feel like Empire has a thing of taking out their artists. Like, maybe it's just me being a superstitious woman or person, but I do feel like Empire has a thing of taking out their artists. But also, like record deals, they do take out a big life insurance policy on their artists as well. So, yeah, and also you remember how Angie Stone has said that, I don't even know if Empire owns Angie Stone. I think it's like Interscope or something. But you know how like Angie Stone said that she don't own none of her masters, and next thing you know, she suspiciously died. But I might do a video on that, on like the record labels conspiracy theories, because I love like getting into conspiracy theories. Also as well, I am going to start a Patreon because I do want to start breaking down cases and stuff like the Diddy case, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, even though that's old, but I do want to get my own rhetoric on that, but I just don't have time for people and their opinions and like how I feel on certain stuff. So yeah, like, not saying that I don't feel like Megan didn't get shot. I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff in there, like, how I feel about, like, what transpired that night, I don't know. Some of the stuff just don't make sense, like, reading the case. But I really hope girl doing good as well. But anyways, let's get into this Dream Doll snapback video that she had posted probably about 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to report this last week, but I forgot. I just skipped over it. And I just want to say this real smooth, short, and simple. Snapback videos, they need to stop posting those. They need to stop posting snapback videos. I don't care. I don't feel like it's a realistic rhetoric of how women should look after they have their baby. Okay, yeah, some of them girls didn't have surgery, so yeah, you can take it as though that is a realistic form of being snapping back. But I don't feel like women that just had their babies and you spewing this out to the media, to regular women that have never had surgery or anything, and saying, oh yeah, this is me when I snap back. It's women out here that literally just had a baby probably around the same time as you and still got the little fupa, the little baby pouch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't feel like those are like I can't tell a woman what to do with their body, but like showing those is just not cool to me because it takes 6 to 12 months to actually snap back. Unless you honestly been in the gym hard while pregnant and before pregnancy, I can see that. But majority of these women is not doing that. So like a lot of moms still have a mom body, a mom stomach and stuff like that. So I don't know, yeah. I just don't like it. I feel like the snapback video culture needs to end. I don't feel like it's something that needs to. I feel like it could be shown because some women actually post realistic like snapback durations and how they look like a week after a baby, or not even a snapback, or like body transformation and stuff like that. But I just want to say that, and also if you have just had a baby, I just want to know. Well, I just want you to know. I'm a little tipsy, y'all. I just want you to know that you're a beautiful woman. Don't compare yourself to nobody, and love yourself as you grow and evolve mentally and physically. That's all I have to say. And let's get into this DOE because I've been really upset about the DOE and the things that it is like pertaining to. And I'm not saying um like how I don't like it, because I really don't like the Department of Education. But I do feel like a lot of these things that are going on and how they're like slowly dismantling it, I don't feel like that's a good thing. Like, I don't feel like that's something that needs to be done. Yeah, granted, a lot of things that are being taught and that are given by the Department of Education is not good. I don't feel like giving the power back to the states is something any better. Because the last time that the powers were really like the state had power over a lot of stuff was during like slavery and like Confederate times. And I only say that because when the last time you heard about power to the state? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cause let me not get into. I love me some black politics. You can't walk past me and not talk no black politics and expect me not to hop up in there, because I love me some black politics. But let's get into this. When you okay, so yeah, the Department of Education allows whatever to be taught to us, but y'all don't think the states can't do that as well? And then also, y'all don't feel like the states won't close down a lot of schools in low income areas? Y'all don't think that they're gonna like states won't make schools private now? Yeah, they're gonna give a voucher, but what about the families that genuinely cannot afford anything? People are mad about free lunches. It's literally kids out here where that's their only food, lunch and breakfast from school. Like, and I'm pretty sure somebody has met somebody like that. Like, it's not good. Like, and y'all can say the disability services is going to health and human services. I don't like, that's not even good either. Like, they're ran by the state as well. So if they decide they want to cut funding for whatever department that's ran by, if you know, like whatever department is ran by the state, they can do that. And then what's going to happen? That program that's under that department is going to suffer because it's now ran by the state. Also, y'all want it to be ran by the state, but y'all are not forgetting, or y'all are not remembering how Ruby Bridges is literally 70 years old. Denzel Washington is still alive. They're literally a couple months apart. And we're finna go back into them times low key, because that's what it's giving. They made it seem like that Ruby Bridges stuff was so old. No, babe. No, that was literally not even too long ago. Like, when we was learning about it, she's like in her 70s now. So if she's in her 70s now, let me see. Let me see how old Ruby Bridges is. Yeah, she's still alive. She literally just turned 70. And I learned about Ruby Bridges probably, I'm 25. I'm finna be 25 this year. A long time. Probably about 10 years ago. Not even 10 years ago. Probably about 9. Hell nah. I'm 25. So 10 years ago, I was 15. Y'all, come on now. Probably about like 18 years ago. Honestly. No, I would be. Girl, what? 15, probably a good 15. We just gonna say it like that. 15, 16 years ago. Okay? We just gonna put it like that. And if Ruby just turned 70 in September of 1950, September of 2024, and she just turned 70, we was learning about her when Babe was probably like 40 years old. Literally. Her late 40s, early 50s. Like, have y'all not thought about that? Like, these Ruby, I feel like they purposely made these Ruby Bridges pictures old as fuck. Okay, back in the day, it was black and white pictures, but you ain't seen no colored Ruby Bridges pictures. Like, they made that shit seem like it was so fucking long ago. And I'm pretty sure when we think about segregation and all that stuff, we think about, oh, that was so long ago. But if you was born in the early 2000s, like me, and we went through like the early 2000s, our grandparents was probably only like 40, 50 years old around that time. And they went through probably segregation. And you see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure your grandparents are probably still alive. I only have one left, but still, he went through that. And he's seeing it. He's seeing the world digress, and not the world, but the United States go, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're digressing. Like, we're not going up. We're digressing, and it's not good. And I only say that to say, because I don't know how to put it without making people irritated. Honestly, I don't care. When schools were in the hands of the states, we couldn't go to school. Or we couldn't go to school with them people. We couldn't go to school with them. When, you know, let me give you another example. I literally just saw a TikTok about this man saying how Head Start is something that the states are starting to take away, or like fund less. And when you look up the benefits of Head Start tends to be something that helps Black men not become incarcerated later in life, because they already have a head start on school, and they already have a head start on life when it comes to stuff like that. And people that are are academically trained. I don't even know how to put it, so I'm just saying like that. People that are like that, they tend to not want to be in the street drama or doing do. But when the school is not your main focus, or it hasn't been your main focus, and you haven't started at an early age, you just went right into school, and you never had no type of real social skills until you get into school, and now you're copying everybody, and you don't know your real self and stuff like that. Not saying that school, like Head Start, is one of the reasons why people are successful, but it does have it has shown results of keeping Black men out of incarceration later in life. But when you don't have that, or it's not a good program, more Black men will be incarcerated. Department of Education being dismantled is cool, because they weren't teaching us whatever they were supposed to teach us. But at the same time, who says these states won't do that? Who says that they won't? You know, like, they're already taking away critical, like, race theory, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're trying to take away ethnicity studies, you know? And they're already doing that now. And it's like, y'all are like, great. The Department of Education is being dismantled. Great, yes. But at the same time, y'all are not looking and seeing about all this stuff that they're already implementing now before they even dismantled it. Putting Bibles in classrooms, even though there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're from a different religion, me personally, if I was like Muslim or Jewish or Buddhist or something like that, and I just did not read the Bible, I would personally feel uncomfortable, because why do you have this in here? And then, like, in Louisiana, they make you put the 10 Commandments on the wall. Imagine walking into classroom and feeling condemned every day because you believe in a whole different God. but you see that on the wall and you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, that it's not okay and it's not good and it's not something that I feel like should be introduced to kids. Like, as much as people say they don't feel like sexuality should be introduced to kids, I don't feel like religion should be introduced to kids. I feel like if you want to keep sexuality separate because you feel like it's not moral and it goes against your religion, you need to keep religion from kids. Like, let kids figure out what they want to do and what they want to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like it's just so much contradiction when it comes to the United States and politics and what people feel like is right. And the thing is, when you go into politics and you think about it, all these laws, policies, and stipulations that are going on are caused and are inputted by what people, these laws and policies are literally inputted by people that feel like this is morally correct. And it's not even your morals, it's their morals and what they feel like the Bible is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and mind you, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. But I don't feel like you don't see no other religion forcing, like, you don't see them forcing what, like, their morals down everybody's throat. You know what I'm saying? But here in America, they're doing that to the point where they're like, they said religion and the government should be separate. It's not giving that no more. We all know what this is about. We all know what this is about. And then the thing about Trump and Elon, y'all feel like Trump and Elon is doing what they're supposed to do, uncovering all these documents and blase, blase. But I'm like, they're making, okay, so here's a good example so you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. When you sit here and you watch, okay, this is such a bad example. You say you sit here and you have some type of phobia, okay? And you go to therapy and you get like exposure therapy. So you see the same thing over and over. Say you have a phobia of throwing up. And now you in therapy and you seeing and you don't like seeing people throw up and it makes your skin crawl. I have that. That's why I said that. And you go to therapy and now you're watching videos of somebody throwing up over and over and over and over, okay? And now you're desensitized to it. I feel like that's what Trump and Elon are doing because it's like they're giving us so much information that we feel like we need to know, that to the point that we're going to become desensitized to it. Oh, they're so truthful that whatever is going on, it doesn't matter as long as they tell the truth. So if they ever feel like they can do what, so basically they giving them the leeway of them feeling like, okay, as long as we gain these people trust, we can do whatever we want to do because they trust us and they gonna feel like, oh my God, I got this on the top of my head. They're going to trust us. It's like, I'm gaining your trust and you're gaining my trust because I'm so honest with you. But whole time, I'm so fucking honest with you, I'm doing some crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Behind your back. But hey, I'm so honest with you. You might be like, okay, that's cool. It's cool. Like, I understand, like, as long as you told me. I trust you enough to know, like, you gonna fix it. Whole time, that's not the case. Like, I hope that was a good example, or like, I feel like that was the best example, period. I'm so honest with you and open with you. Like, for another example, y'all be like, why don't these females lead these athletes? Like Cam Newton said, my girl know I cheat. And she okay with it. Because I'm honest with her. Okay, I hope that was a better example. So when Elon and Trump are sitting here and being honest with y'all, like when he released the Epstein and JFK files and all that, and y'all was like, oh my God, like, oh my gosh, this is what we needed. Like, we needed all that. And like they was exposing secrets and stuff. And how Elon was talking about he gonna do the audit and stuff. And everybody was just cheering that on, thinking that was just the best thing ever. And you're just like, oh my God, like they're just telling us everything. Whole time, they just released war plans on Yemen, for Yemen. And nobody's saying anything, nobody's doing anything, nobody really cares because the man was just so honest and just said, yeah, we did it. And I don't know if that's what y'all want, but me personally, when stuff is going on that I know that could affect me later on in life, yeah, I want to know, but I just don't want the government to just sit here and just tell me that shit blankly in my face and not care or act like they don't care. That's my issue with it. Yeah, I'd rather y'all tell us the truth or whatever, but give some type of careness with it. And then also don't do no backhanded stuff like behind after you done told the truth and you go back and do some other weird stuff behind it. I don't like that and I don't trust that. That's just one thing I have to say about the government. Like, for example, they gave us the Crown Act and then take away diversity and inclusion. Diversity, equity, I don't give a fuck what it's called. DEI. They got rid of that. How are you going to give us the Crown Act and then take, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not paying attention. Y'all see one thing, oh, this is so good. And then when other stuff come, y'all still like, this is so good. They still did, why they just doing whatever. Like, you know how like in a movie, and it be people fighting in the background and the two main characters just walking past it like it ain't nothing. Like that's just some background. That's just some background stuff. Like, come on now. Like that it just doesn't make sense to me. I just never understood it. I will never understand it. And I just really want you guys to understand, wake up and see what's going on. Like Ruby Richards is literally 70 years old. They literally just desegregated not too long ago. Mansfield, Texas was the last to desegregate. Prairie View A&M University was the last plantation to be released, like for the slaves to be released. Come on now. Even though that was a long time ago, I just had to throw in Prairie View because, you know, I'm from PV and I just want to throw that in. And yeah. But because I ain't have shit to do with nothing, but I just want to say that because I'm a little tipsy and I just felt like spewing out information. But yeah, I just feel like them taking that away is cool or whatever, but I don't feel like putting like schools in the hands of the states is something that's going to be very good. But since y'all are cheering for it and there's so many black people cheering for it and y'all think this is going to be the best thing possible, y'all going to see. Y'all going to see. Just like they gave student loans away to the Department of Treasury. Like they won't cut the funding for that, and also the money for HBCUs and the Department of Treasury. Like they won't cut funding from that because Trump tried to say it was racist to not allow other ethnicities to go to your college. Basically, he doesn't want us to have HBCUs, even though the whole point of HBCUs is because they was not letting us go to school when the power of schools was in the hands of the states. And then also they're trying to get rid of critical race theory. Y'all need to be serious. And I know y'all done heard of Moms of Liberty. This is a new age version of Daughters of the Confederate. Look up Moms of Liberty and then look up Daughters of the Confederate. And tell me that you don't see a similarity. I'm going to read to y'all what Moms of Liberty is. Okay, Moms of Liberty is an American political organization that advocates against school curricula that mentions the LGBTQ plus I community, race and ethnicity, racial race theory, and discrimination. So they don't want their kids to be taught about critical race theory, other sexualities, ethnicity, and discrimination. They want to ban books that address gender and sexuality from school libraries. And they just want to take basically any type of diversity and inclusion out of these schools. And I don't think y'all are seeing that or understanding that. They're literally trying to take that away. And him removing that, I mean, they have all the right to do that now. Like their whole point and proposition is gonna basically get through to these schools now because for one, I mean, it's not they just don't want inclusion in schools. They just want basic curriculum. Cool, okay, cool. But at the same time, these kids is at school all day, every day. When you at school, you're finding yourself 90% of the time at school. You're trying to figure out who you are at school, and then you go home. I'm pretty sure you're not finding yourself at home, probably on the weekends, but at school, you finding yourself, you your real self at school. So come on now. I feel like school is just like, even though school ain't the best, depending on what area you in, but I do feel like just give kids more freedom and like leeway in school to figure out who they are and figure out what they like and what they don't like. And I just want to say that they're the new age daughters of Confederate because daughters of Confederate were trying to take away the same curriculums in school. They were actually teaching that slavery was not bad, that it was actually good, that they did not beat their slaves, and that that it was they were teaching that the what's the my bad y'all. They were teaching that the war at the time, the war at the time was good. Yeah, they were my bad, y'all, I'm tipsy, but they were trying to teach that the Civil War was something that was good and that it needed to happen. And I just want y'all to realize how crazy that is. I just want y'all to realize that we are kind of we are reverting back in time. And my mom keeps telling me this, and I don't think anybody's seeing that. Like y'all so caught up in this hype shit, Ari, bad baby. Shit, I'm caught up in that shit too. But at the same time, I still know what's going on in my world and what's going on around me. And yeah. And the last thing I just want to say is y'all need to look up Farrakhan. Farrakhan is a very intelligent man. He literally said that we shouldn't have desegregated until we had our own stuff. I know I'm not the only one that feel like this, and I done talked to a couple people that feel like that. I feel like we shouldn't have desegregated until we had our own stuff. Like we were so happy and open to just be saw as equal. Okay, cool. I want to be saw as equal as well, but we're not equal still. We have not been equal. We're not going to be equal until we have our own shit. I need y'all to understand that. Until we have our own stuff, such as schools, grocery stores, cities, cars, libraries, literally our own stuff, we're not equal. We'll never be equal. And the thing is, we're mooching off the government because as soon as we got the equality, we were already impoverished because we came directly from slavery. What did we have? What did we have? What did we have? Nothing. Unless you literally found a way to get some wealth. A lot of black families started from nothing. So, and then when we actually came up with something, they burnt it down, they took it away, they didn't like it. Next thing you know, they're sending us to ghettos. Giving us they're giving us government assistance, which is nothing wrong with government assistance because a lot of people made it off of government assistance, but they keep us in the system. Say, my bad, y'all. Say I get on, what is it called? Section 8. I get on Section 8. God forbid I pass on. I can pass that on to my kids. The next kids. Okay, cool, but that's not good. You don't want your kids to get out of that. You don't want your next generation to get out of that. Like they say how we be eating off their tax money and all that stuff, but it's like y'all never set us up to even flourish in life. Like, we literally had to find our way. Like, the Tulsa massacre, we literally were finding our way. We had the biggest market. The black market was so good, and they burnt that down. They took it away. Like, come on now. Like, I don't think y'all are realizing what I'm saying. We would be better off. We would have been better off if we said no to desegregating until we got our own stuff. And now, personally, I don't want to segregate, but if that's what it's going to take for us to get our own shit and for us to be equal, because then now they can't really run us. They can't tell us what to do because we literally have our own stuff. Then that's what it's going to have to take. I love every race. I love any race, but I want us to all be seen as equal. Y'all can say we have so many benefits and we can do da-da-da-da, but come on now. Come on now, because literally in the Justin Is That So Raven episode, wasn't even too long ago, because he was probably like 6, 7 at the time. The girl in the video in the episode literally said, I don't hire black people. And that was literally during our time. We were probably just little. So, and it's 2025, and that was probably like 2006. Probably like 19 years ago. Come on now. I don't know, y'all. I just need y'all to wake up. I just needed to click. And yeah. But thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for listening. Make sure you follow me at Talks of a Wallflower on Instagram. And you follow me on Instagram as well at maya.janae, MAYAJOHNNIEAA. And thank you for listening. Bye.
To stop being a common bitch, and you need to stop letting motherfuckers, male and female, young and old, of all goddamn races, no matter where the fuck you at on the planet at this moment. If you a female, you need to stop letting men treat you like a common bitch, a common she-dog that ain't shit. Like a piece of garbage, like a piece of trash on the fucking ground. That's not worthy of being honored and respected, and that you not worthy of a motherfucker keeping his goddamn word to you. See, that's a common bitch.